Hello, guys. Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. Yeah. We'll see who pops on. There's all kinds of interesting things to talk about today about coaching your soul, right? So we'll see who pops on. We'll see who pops on. There's Jamie. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? How are you? See you next weekend at the fairgrounds. I'll be in Jackson doing readings. Yeah, today's a nice day. My allergies are kicking my butt, but I can't do anything about that. You know? Allergies are just kicking me. This year's horrible. Just horrible. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. There's a lot of cool stuff this week. It's like, wow. I mean, I'm very, very grateful and appreciative, and it's just amazing. My insides are like all excited. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, so see what comes on in this beautiful, beautiful 75-degree day in Detroit. Yep. Hi, Shannon. Think of all that junk you're getting out. Do I have junk? Is it really junk, Shannon? Really? Or is it divine guidance? You know? But I'm glad you're here, Shannon. How are you? How are you? How are you? How's things going? I think I saw you on Tammy's page. I think you asked a question and she answered it, so that's cool. But I'm glad you joined. Yep, I'm glad you joined. Yeah. Chimes. Spirit's happy too, Shannon. Yep. Yep. So, yeah. But it's a nice day. It's going to get warmer this weekend. Summer's not gone yet, which is a bonus. Not looking forward to going into fall-ish. You know? I think we're going to be here at least for a little bit of it. I don't think for all of it. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad you're here. Well, feeling low today. This week, we'll fix that. With a little coaching for the soul, Sherry. Low coaching for the soul helps everybody. And even those Bill Talks, I don't know if you've seen this on my YouTube channel, but I'm doing 3 to 8 minute videos again of just one subject to make things better for people. So they can look at one thing and go click, click, click. Yeah, yep. Hey, Carson, what's going on? Haven't seen you in forever. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Bill Talks too. Kind of cool. Yep, kind of cool. So where they came from, stuff like that. Hi, Liz. Hello, hello, hello. Kathy, I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you like them. Hey, Suze, what's up? What's up, lady? Hi, Haley. How you feeling? So I'm gonna talk about Haley in a minute, because I'm gonna talk about a couple people in a minute. So Haley, good job. Okay, I think we're gonna start. Okay, let me get situated here. All right, first off, hey Ryan, how are you, man? What's going on, brother? What's going on? So Shannon says the Bill Blast. Boom. Hey, Tracy. Right? Okay, so there's been a lot of activations in the last week, you guys. I mean, I've had 3 people contact me with different things going on. It's always in their head, right? Like things happening with her head energy. Okay. Now, little Miss Haley, she's getting the tingles. Okay. The surge of energy, like I always go like this, right? If you ever had a reading with me and there's all kinds of energy coming around and spirit will kind of jack my shoulders up and it starts the base of your neck and comes up through the top of your head and kind of spills out like a fountain. So little Haley, she's wonderful. She sends me a text and she's like, so Bill, can I ask a question? Like, sure. So blah, 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 blah. So I've got these tingles and is that good or bad? And is it something bad, you know, what could it possibly be? And I told her what it was and she was like, oh, but she doesn't think the good stuff. She always thinks the bad stuff. So we're working on that, right, Haley? So she got activated. Another person who's not in here now, so I can't use their name. Left side of their head, right? Another person too. Liz, okay, we're talking about Liz into the other person. Left side of her head, it starts to tingle, right? Kathy gets the tingles too. So understand, guys, that is connection to your divine self, your spiritual leaders, your spirit guides, your guardian angels. When your head tingles, that means the energy from the universe up here is passing through your crown chakra and your body is moving it back up. They're always going to get you up your back, tingles up your neck, tingles on the top of your head, and you need to just enjoy it. Okay? Ask God, Lord Spirit, what are the tingles on the left side of my head? That feels amazing. What is that? Always do those things. And then mention them on places like this, okay? Because the more that you, and Liz gets those babies, I'm telling you what, Ryan gets them too, spirit tingles, okay? So Liz says, now they're using them to get my attention. Of course they are, because again, the more you have conversations with your people, right? The more that you allow that energy to escape your body through your mouth, right? My God, Spirit, that is amazing. Never tell them to stop, because we're like, why would you want them to stop, right? It should give you the excitement. It's excitement. It's positive energy. It is absolute astonishment to most people on actually what it is. Because as we go through our journey, right, we don't really keep track of how far we've gone. It's their job, right? So when the tingles start happening, like I will say, oh my God, my crown chakra just lit up. Like there'll be a round circle on the top of my head that it tingle, 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 and then boom, that energy shoots straight up to spirit. Okay? That is progress. That is excitement. That is positive energy. Again, set your intention to keep that flowing, right? Right? Shannon gets them too. See? Oh, Shannon is saying yay to them. Exciting, keep it up. Exactly. See? Understanding that the more that you lose your stuff, right? The more that you work on yourself. Like Haley said, Bill, I've been doing a lot of work, and it's true. All of a sudden, the tingles will start to happen on the top of your head, on the side of your head, whichever. And that is them connecting to a certain spot in your brain to activate you for the future. Okay? That's what it's about. When I first got them, I'm like, what the hell? This is freaking amazing, right? And now I get them when I'm really, really, really connected at a higher source, right? If I'm doing readings for somebody, like I did last weekend in St. Clair Shores again, that was a crazy day. Wonderful, right? I wish they had runners there, because I would have loved somebody to go and get me some. I had food in my bag, but I didn't take the time to eat it. And I wish they had runners that could run and get you a pop or whatever. I just don't want to take the time to do it, right? But it was a crazy good day. I was up all day long. By the time I got home, I swear to God, I was in the 16th dimension, you know? It was pretty awesome, you know? Yep. So Teresa says she gets them on her collarbone, which is interesting. I've never heard of that before. Interesting. Wonder why. I'll have to look into that. So activations all around, right? They're upgrading everybody, right? That new moon, you guys, I'm telling you, the happenings of 2021 are setting us all up for amazing futures, right? Where you go from thinking you're a muggle to not being a muggle, to being a starseed and understanding exactly who you are, which is what it's all about, right? The more you work on it, the more you talk to yourself out loud, the more that you let your stuff go, the more that you question, I'm telling you, the more they build in you, the more they activate, the more they turn on, okay? And that's what it's all about, because your body finally allows them to do their work. It allows them to get in there and start to click and activate that DNA that's inside your body, okay? And that's a good thing. Hi, Shannon, what's going on? Hey, Dawn, how are you? So Dawn Banks says, I get mine around my head and down my spine. Exactly, I do also. I do also, yes. So Teresa gets them in her collarbone, and that's interesting. I'm gonna ask Spirit when we're done what that is, because how come it doesn't come out to the top of her head? I can think why, but I want to know why it stops right there, because that's kind of cool, right? So expect that, Spirit says. Expect that more and more and more, and allow it, right? Try not to, because I know. Spirit just said, because we will do it at the most inopportune times, like when you're angry, right? Or when you're thinking about something that you shouldn't be thinking about. All of a sudden, your tingles will start, right? And that's to divert your attention away from where you're going, okay? And that's what it's all about, right? That's what's good. See, lead into that, right? I think Liz said that's when she quiets her mind, and they have started talking to her. Okay, again, bonus, right? And so understanding that that Liz, I will tell you that has something to do with the conscious circle that you're in with me, with Tammy. Okay, guys, if you can do the energy blasts, I'm telling you, the free ones, please do them. Last week's was kind of weird. This week's was kind of weird. It was very, very awkward. It was a very, very awkward. She didn't seem too into it. Okay, I don't know if there was something on her mind, but she seemed irritated. So I don't know what that is. But normally it's extremely good. Okay, but Liz, I believe it's partially due to the conscious circle that you and I are in. Okay, because it really it's helped me. I mean, my vibration is 75% higher than it was when I started in March or April or whenever the hell it was. Yeah. So Teresa still has a problem speaking out loud. She can't get she struggles with that. And Teresa, that's probably it. Okay, you don't have a complete connection. You're not flowing, right? From the Earth's core up your legs, right? And then up, and then connecting here to the universe. Okay, you're not allowing yourself to flow up and down, and I can help you with that. I mean, even if we have a phone call or something like that, I can explain it on how I've done it in the past. Yeah, Liz, I'm glad you stayed too. So activations all around you guys. Expect more and more of them as we go into fall. Okay, don't discount anything. Okay, if you don't know what the hell it is, send me a text. Okay, because it's, again, think about this. 2022 is only 3 months away. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? I see you just texted me something. I don't know what that was. With specific, so this is sharing. With specific tension on one side of the head and dampen of the ear possibly be blocked to hearing spirit. Well, it depends upon. Sherry, it depends upon. If it's something that is physical, meaning that it is something that has happened to you, that is a medical situation or something like that, or if it is something or if the tension on one side of your head and dampening your ear is because of your tension and things in your body. Spirit says if it's the first, the answer is no. It will not hamper you hearing. Okay? Spirit is telling me, Sherry, for you, you doubt. You doubt that you think too much. You think way too much. You don't allow yourself, hi Kathy, you don't allow yourself to just be. Okay? You have to learn how to do that if you're not doing it, right? And it's hard at first, but then it's pretty amazing. Yeah, Spirit says, Sherry, this is kind of weird why we're doing this. There's times when you don't need an agenda when you do something. Let's say an energy blast, right? Or you do, let's say the vortex of creation with Tammy. Say, yeah. So Spirit shows me one thing and having 4 or 5 cords coming out of it, attaching to parts of your body or other people or whatever it is. So I don't know. Maybe I mean I don't. Yeah. He says, but the tension and the dampening of your hearing should not stop you from receiving at all. Because what they'll do is just like any sense, right? They'll make it up somewhere else. I mean, quit playing with my nose. The left side of my head just started tingling probably, a year ago. And I was like, okay, what is that? And I had to ask somebody, and they actually said, well, that's new activations. So that makes sense. So Sherry says, I was kind of in tension, but now it's chronic. I do think way too much and need an agenda. Right, and that's why you're not flowing properly. That's why you have to be conscious, right? You've got to do the self-talk out loud. No, let that go. No, we're not. We're not that person anymore. Got to let that go. No, not doing that. No, we're not that person. No. Shut that down. Sherry, shut that down. Come on, shut that down. Put that away. Put that in the book in the library. Put it away. It's not yours. Put it away. Stop thinking. Things like that. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? So it is super important that as you move forward, right? That you, Spirit says the rules, which I'm not into the rules anymore, is starting slow and working and making sure that you don't want to leapfrog ahead, okay? That you understand that it's one step at a time. And you have to get rid of that stuff that's in here, right? You have to get rid of that emotional childhood junk, which weighs everybody down, okay? It does, weighs everybody down. You got to talk that stuff out. You got to give it to your spirit guides, your guardian angels. You got to give it to the universe, right? And then when it comes up again, you do the same thing. Okay, Spirit, let this go. You do the little tool with the 3 fingers, right? The tapping on your sternum, like you need the baby to burp, right? If you can hear that, that's how hard you got to do it. Okay? Because your energy in your hand is going to go directly into your heart, and your body's going to let that go. And as you're doing that, come on, Spirit, that's not mine, let it go. It's not mine, right? If it's something that you don't know what it is. If you do know something that it is because your little child inside, right, is crying, wanting attention, is acting up, then you go, no. And you call yourself by little, right? Mine's little Billy. Honey, I got us. It's okay. We don't have to worry about anything. You have to be its parent. Okay? Understanding that when you were young, that little child inside protected you from the bullies, from mama, from daddy, from grandma, from brothers, from sisters, all the negative things that it doesn't understand when you come back to earth. Okay? And it's very, very important that you heal your inner child, right? Hi, Stacy Casey, right? You have to. You will never move forward in your spiritual life until you get rid of your human bullshit, okay? All the stuff that is third dimensional, all the stuff that's not ours. It's not ours anymore. Let that go, right? Because you can't move into fourth dimensional energy and fifth dimensional energy, right? When you are so weighed down by human stuff. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. See? And you have to be conscious. You have to be conscious of the feelings, what they mean, right? Why am I talking in my head? Get out of your head. Never talk in your head about anything, right? You want to hear yourself think. Now, if you're in a crowded room, and, right, and you think somebody's kind of weird or is kind of, you know, that B word or that A word, right? And you just say, man, their energy really sucks. Well, you don't want to do that out loud, right? But when it comes to you, you can absolutely not, right? Unless you're calming yourself down. Hey, Amanda. Unless you're calming yourself down in a party situation or a work situation where you need to calm down, right? That's when it's appropriate, right? Right? But any other time, no. No. And you have to catch yourself doing it, okay? It's very important that you do. Because if you don't do it, it perpetuates your agony. It doesn't allow you to heal. It doesn't allow you to let it go, right? Just completely, ego will keep that in your head for the rest of your life. And if you, I mean, I'm 61, right? 13 years of therapy and all the other stuff that goes with it. Hey, Otis, right? Ended in 2000, I don't know when 13, 12, something like that, right? And I left my job in 14. So understanding that I could not do this job the way that I do it if I hadn't gotten rid of my stuff. And I still had to go through more stuff of cleansing myself out and understanding my spiritual side of letting stuff go. Say, understanding that I needed to. And then Spirit will bring you things to get you to go, you know, oh, got to worry about that too. Oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. No, you're not. No, you're not. Just have to decide what's first. Everybody's got stuff, and it's going to come up for the rest of your life until you die. So you might as well get used to it. There's always going to be fragments of stuff that are, there you go. Sherry just said, as you are talking, I'm getting tingles in the tension place in my head. Exactly. That's your spirit guides and guardian angels, my dear. That's them getting in there and activating because my vibration, my frequency is so high. Again, I'm connected to higher beings. And when you, right? I mean, I think that's fabulous. I'm just amazed that stuff can happen, right? Because I'm just Bill Hobart, right? The way I look at myself, it's like, wow, this is freaking amazing, right? Right? But that's what it's all about. Not even having to call anybody in to help Sherry tingle. See? So as you go forward and you're gaining your momentum, you're understanding who you are living in this truth, right? And you're doing whatever you need to do. When it comes to you, don't search. Do not search. Let it show up on your YouTube thing, your YouTube feed, right? If you're not on YouTube and you're checking out spiritual stuff, just checking stuff out, I'm telling you what, I have gotten more things from YouTube in the past 6 months. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. Again, they are electricity. They're energy. They can bring you what you need to see when you need to see them. Yes. Hi, Betty. Okay? So understand that if you're not practicing good social media, not even skills, watching, you are allowing yourself to not be connected to people and things that can actually help in your moving forward. And that's what it's all about. Say. So Dawn is saying, there's nothing more liberating than letting go and allowing yourself to walk your true path. And that's true. But as muggles, although starseeds, really, right? We don't know what that path is. We need to be discovered. We need to discover it. We need to allow it, right? And when we don't allow it, guess what? We're putting ourselves in isolation, self-isolation. And Spirit's like, okay, eventually he or she is going to get tired of this. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I don't understand. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Why would I do that to myself? Well, that's ego. That's just oh my God, I don't understand. I gotta stay here. And that's when ego's in control of what's going on in your life. Saying one more piece of the puzzle, right? Right? No, it doesn't work. So activations are all around. Keep doing your work, you guys. Keep understanding that you're not supposed to understand, right? Keep understanding that you're not supposed to understand, Spirit just said. That's what I understand. I don't understand. I don't understand nothing. I don't understand anything at all. And for the first time in my life, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The last 6 months, no, let's say the last year, not less than that, probably since January, when the epiphany started to happen in 2021. Like, oh my God, right? So understanding that energy's building, right? All the things we've talked about in Coaching for the Soul before, right? Everything's going on in the universe. That the Milky Way is in a different place than it ever has been in the galaxy, right? Different energies hitting us that is fabulous growth energy to change the way we think, to give us the tingles, to uplift us, to make us understand that we truly need to let go of our past, right? Past lives, for sure, right? Right? So understanding it's only going to continue as we move forward, right? Which is a good thing. It's exciting. It's exciting, right? Right? Now, does that mold well with regular life? Not always. But you got to carve out your piece and do that. Also, Spirit just said, don't think that you want to do one thing with your spirituality. You can not want to do something or want to do something, and it will completely blow you away because you're not going to do that. I will just tell you this story really fast. When I started this journey, 2014, right? And I got into a group at the end of 2014, and I was going to learn Reiki. Went through Reiki 1, Reiki 2, Reiki 3, and all three courses, right? Spirit's like, what are we doing this for? We're not going to use this. I'm like, because I think I'm a Capricorn and I know that I can do healing with my hands. I know, because that's what people say. You know, well, okay, but you're not really going to do it. So went through all the courses, right? Got through number 3, right? Janice Guerin, who's lovely, did the whatever she does above your head and blah, 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 and ding, da, ding, da, 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 and everybody got activated. She goes, how does everybody feel? And they all went, oh my God, I can't believe, oh my God, I feel so different, oh my God, da, da, da. And I sat there, and she says to me, so Bill, what does Spirit think about this? I said, well, he's told me for the last 3 classes that, courses, that I wasn't ever going to use it. She goes, and? I'm like, nothing. She goes, well, why would you do it? Because I wanted to. I wanted to. Well, I quickly learned, guys, that, nah, I don't care what I want to do. They don't care who I think I'm going to be, right? No. And I've learned over the past 7 years, right? Anything that people tell you off the cuff, don't believe them. No. Unsolicited information from somebody that you kind of know, kind of don't know, blah, 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 blah. No. Don't get that in your psyche. Don't let them even have any, don't even accept any of their energy, right? Because they may not be a higher level being yet, okay? So don't listen to what other people are telling you about who you should be. I never do that stuff, right? Because I don't know. He's not going to tell me at all, okay? Now, next topic. When you're having a reading with somebody, okay, and they tell you something bad's going to happen to somebody, right? Like in this week, I have had, hi Susan, what's up? I love your posts every day. They're very, very cute. That one person in particular, she was told by two different mediums that her what's that called? Twin flame, okay? That this twin flame, that they're connected, and blah, blah, blah. And his wife's going to die in 3 months, one woman said, and you're going to be together. What? And then she went to another person to find out if that was true. And guess what? 8, 9 months, this woman's going to be dead in an accident. Out of the blue, she's just going to die. The woman's like, okay, wow. So Spirit found me for her out of the blue. I asked her, how did you find me? She goes, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea how you showed up. I don't understand anything. So she tells me the story, and I'm like, when I'm all inside, Spirit is like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then when she finally told me their story, first thing Spirit said is, Chimes, that woman, the women that you saw, the people that you saw, are not higher dimensional beings. Well, how would they know? That's the first thing that they said out of their mouths. I said, well, I will tell you why. It's a test. We've all seen the test, right? Right? It's a test. So you went to one person who told you something, and you wanted to go to another person to validate it. When you should have went, oh, hell no, there's no way. There's no way any reader on the planet, doesn't matter what you're into, right? I'm telling you, if they're connected to a higher state of consciousness, we are not allowed to tell you anything about death. Anything about death, right? Nothing. Anybody who tells you somebody's going to die in 3 months, get up and leave, don't pay them. Because I'm telling you what, there's no way they're going to be allowed to get that information from source. There's no way. Now, if it is a planned from Spirit, right? If it's a planned intervention, right? To see how you will react to it soul-wise, right? We're out on the soul journey, right? And trying to understand how to maneuver stuff like that. What's real, what's not real. Okay? After 2 people, she finds me. I'm like, no, that's not true at all. There's no way. No way that's going to happen. This journey you're on this lifetime will continue through this lifetime. You will not be together. Blah 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 blah. Next lifetime you will get together again, and it will be complete. She's like, oh my God, I'm so glad. Oh my God, it's been in my head. Don't let that be in your head, guys. If anyone ever tells you someone's gonna die, it's not our job. We don't know. And if people say that they do, no. If something happens like that, right, where somebody says something, Spirit says that's coincidence. It is. They do not have a connection to anybody's death record, he says. Interesting. Because people ask me things like that. I was like, sorry, I don't do anything like that. No, I'm not even going to do anything like that. But what it was is seeing how far she would take it. How long it would take her internally, right? To think about the story, right? Oh my God, she's going to die and it's going to be my fault. Oh my God, we're going to be together. Oh my God. And she never had those conversations with herself. She was just like, oh no, that still wasn't going to make any difference to me. I feel sorry for her and him if it did happen. But that's not going to make my life any different because I'm married. See? So understanding that, right? So she was on her last lifetime in that zodiac sign, moving on to something greater next lifetime. She was complete because she didn't take the bait. See? And I've told you in past coaching for the souls myself how someone told me negative things about my move, and it was all a test. Because I had followed what people's unsolicited information in the past. Right? It's about trust. It's about knowing. It's about understanding that they're going to try to trick you. Because that's their job. How fully invested are you in the truth? Your truth. No one else's truth. Your truth. Hear those chimes? How connected am I to knowing? How connected am I to intuitively asking a question to my guides, to Spirit, right? To my mom, to my dad, right? I mean, they can tell me if they would, but I don't think that they would. They have to come from Source, have to come from Spirit. See? And they're never going to tell you yes or no. They're going to let you toil in it. to see, go, oh my God, this can't be, there's no way. There's no way that can be true. There's no way that's gonna happen. Bingo, right? How fully invested are you in your transformation, in who you're going, in who you're destined to be this lifetime? As we move out of third dimensional energy, which is gross and dirty and muddy and horrible, right? And we're all feeling it, into fourth dimensional energy, which has already started, right? And onto fifth dimensional energy, which is beautiful, and understanding that we're all going there. Some will not, but that's okay. Not supposed to, right? We talked about that last week, I think. Yeah. See? So understanding if some other reader, if some other person who is a medium, a psychic, a clairvoyant, whatever, right? I mean, I don't know about the dark stuff. I don't know about that stuff because I don't really follow it. I keep myself away from it. I don't know how that stuff works. But I don't believe that they would be able to. It would be able to either. But anything that comes from somebody else that you've never met, again, if it's something having to do with negative, like death and things like that, don't believe them. Don't get wrapped up in that. That is meant to hit you here to see how you react. Okay, how long is it going to take them to get out of that energy? Right? Before you do anything like that, protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself. Spirit, I need you to protect me. Surround me with divine white light. Archangel Michael, I need you on board. Right? Yep. I need you behind me. Make sure that nothing can come to me. Make my force field really strong. Right? So that nothing can get through. But in turn, you have to pay attention. You gotta be conscious. You have to be conscious, you guys. 24/7? No, not really. Because the more that you are conscious, the easier it is. Easier it is. See? Did I think I'd be the person I am today? Not in a million. Trust me, guys. The old Capricorn that I am, right? Who's dug in and thought he knew. I don't know nothing. I do know, truly, that the signs that my guides bring me every day lead me to one conclusion. The move to Maui is very close. When? I don't know. Do I ask for a date? No. I can't ask for a date, right? I could be Mr. Dummy and who knows, walk off a porch and hurt myself and be in the hospital. Well, they're not going to do anything with me then, right? No. So again, that just kind of happens. It just kind of happens. So Jamie says, that's definitely true. It gets easier to move you, easier to move you to it. Embrace new ways of thinking and feeling and being. True. See? Because Jamie's another one who has excelled. I mean, my gosh. Talk about the channel she is and how she's moving forward and connected and so universally smart. Not only muggle smart, but I mean, my God, she's connected to much higher beings, right? And just fell into it by doing her stuff. See, by doing her stuff. And that's important, right? Hi, Dorothy. How's it going? Okay, so we're going to close that out. Next thing, see, I told you got a lot of stuff. Okay. Next thing is Build Talks, okay? Now, in 2017, before Coaching for the Soul, I'd only been doing this for maybe a year after I left my job. I kind of needed to transform, right? It took me about two and a half years for me to transform my energy from being that shoe person, right? Since I was 18, 19, 20 years old. And change to a more allowing energy, which didn't happen for, gosh, a long time, a really long time, a little every year, right? It's been a yearly process, right? So going through and understanding that that changing my energy was what I needed to do, right? And all of us have to do that. I don't know where we're going with this. He just took the channel away. Hang on. That happens sometimes, right? It just kind of stops. I'm trying to find it again. There's people showing up all of a sudden. Interesting. My family's showing up. They just stopped that conversation like that. Oh, okay. Sidebar. I posted something today that my grandmother's here. And I reposted something today from 7 years ago, I think it was, where, because it was 2014 after I'd left my job. And I posted it on both my pages. And it was about, in a dream, my grandmother, who she was kind of cold. She wasn't really a grandma type, like I was used to. My other grandma was much more so, but this grandma was a little more uptight. And she kissed me on the cheek. We were in a diner someplace, which we'd never been in a diner before, not her and I, but her and I were together. And she leaned over and she put her face against my face. And she kissed my cheek 4 times. And then asked me if she needed to pay for the food. And I said, no, I'll pay for the food, right? 2014, I think it was September, okay? She's here. He wanted me to tell that story. That's who my grandmother was. Yeah, so that's why she cut the energy, okay? But when I stopped and I looked over here, I saw family, and then they all kind of shuttled in, okay? So, is that okay now? Yes. She finds this fascinating, my grandmother says. I find this fascinating. Who'd have believed that my grandson, my grandchild, will be able to do this thing? She still doesn't believe in it, right? Because she's a staunch Presbyterian. But she finds it fascinating. And of course she calls me Billy, which just cracks me up when my ancestors call me Billy. It's just interesting. Okay, so are we good, Grandma? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Now let me get over here to Spirit again. I don't know what that was. I'm trying to connect again. Hang on. I've got all kinds of chatterboxes. There's all kinds of people want me to do different things. And I'm saying, no, we have to go here. We did that, did that. Hang on, guys, let me see if I can, no, we have to calm it down. Oh, Bill Talks. Thank you, Spirit went, Bill Talks. Thank you. Okay, so in 2017, I started doing little 3-minute videos, right? And just about things that I was learning, right? Again, connected to Spirit, and it's got music to it and other kind of cool stuff. My friend Terry put them all together for me. I'd do them, and then she'd edit them and put all this music and, kind of a programmy kind of thing, which is kind of cute, right? Very not me now. I'm pretty much renegade, do what I want to do, right? When it comes to Spirit. And so they're just little talks about ego, about different things we talk about in Coaching for the Soul, right? 3 to 8 minutes long. And initially this year, I was planning on doing a teaching program, right? And that's initially why I did them. And I did 5 to start out with, right? From beginning, how to talk out loud to Spirit, blah, blah, blah. Very, very, very interesting. And I did them all in one day. And if you watch the videos from the first one to like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, you can see how much of a higher dimension, how much of a higher range I have, right? I start out very beginners, and then number 2 is pretty much the same, and it's kind of like a little bit more intense. But then by video 3, boom. By video 4, 5, boom, boom. Yeah. So it's interesting. But when I got those in the can, Spirit said, no, we're not going to do that. Okay, well, what do you do? It doesn't matter. Keep them, whatever. Yeah, eventually you will, you'll release them. I'm like, oh, okay. So this week I did one. I posted them, I think, on Monday. He said, okay, post them. Like, okay, cool. So posted them on Monday. And then I think on Monday or Tuesday I did another one about putting your emotions on Facebook and Instagram and things like that. You don't want to do that stuff, right? It just puts it out to the universe, which doesn't work because what you get back is negative, right? And it's about releasing that energy. It's about understanding that it's not that you have to heal that part of yourself, and then moving forward and going, okay, I see why I'm still back here, because you got to get rid of that stuff yourself, but don't put it out to the universe. Bitch and scream and moan and talk to spirit and do whatever you got to do, get the energy out of your body. They don't care. They'll take all of it, right? Just don't put a meme on Facebook with streams of water come onto your eyes and I'm having a bad day. Okay, we all do. But that tells you who's in charge, right? That tells you that little person inside is driving the bus. Nope. That's when you got to do the self-talk out loud. That's when you got to do things like that to understand that you're the boss. You're grown. It's okay, honey. I got us. We're good. You got a baby and talk to your inner child like a mom, like a dad, right? Very sweet, very wonderful, because all they want to do is go back to sleep. I just want to go back to sleep. See? That's all they want to do because they're tired. I'm 61 years old. My little kid was driving the bus till, shoot, that was 50, probably 50 years old. That's a long ass time for a little teeny baby, a little teeny child to be in charge of a grown man's life. Everything that my energy was all emotional, all standoffish, all this, right? Not at work. I was lovely and wonderful because I needed that energy, right? To understand that people would come into my stores and spend money, which means I made money. That's what it was all about, okay? Right? So understanding that when you put those things on Facebook, it gets enhanced 1 billion times because it goes to the universe. And everybody sees it, if not today, tomorrow, the next week, the next week, the next week, the next week, the next month. Right? It just perpetuates the energy. Don't do that. It doesn't serve you at all. And is it what you do to serve you? No one else. You. Just don't. It doesn't help at all. Okay? So that's one thing. So there's going to be more. Okay? Bailey just woke up like, who's he talking to? I'm right here. So as I get more things, right? I've got 3 more I think I need to talk about. They might make coaching for the soul. They may not make coaching for the soul. That's why Bill Talks are so pretty cool. They're pretty important. And that ties into, I've been posting Abraham Hicks, the cartoon thingies, the cartoon little shorts of like 12 to 15 minutes. Watch them. Can you guys hear me? Because Kathy's saying she can't. I hope you can. And so if not, I hope that it will be on the replay. So when I post those Abraham Hicks little 12, 13, 15 minute snippets, right? Kind of like Bill Talks, okay? Those things are things that I am reposting because they resonate with us. Hi, Joyce. They resonate with us, right? They resonate with what I talk about on Coaching for the Soul. It resonates with everything that works for me. Is it basic stuff? It might be basic stuff. But I'm telling you, I'll put it, watch it till the end. Because I'm telling you guys, I wouldn't post it if it wasn't important for the collective, right? For the people that watch me now, the people that watch me in the future, people that watch me in the future, whatever, right? It is super, super important. And how did they show up on my YouTube page? I have no idea. Out of the blue, Spirit brings me these things that are freaking mind-blowing. Confirmation, right? How to have that money conversation, that abundance conversation, right? And at first, the animation kind of set me off. I couldn't really get into it. So I had to close my eyes. Just close my eyes and listen so I didn't watch the animation. And it's like, holy moly. All stuff that I knew pretty much. But activation, confirmation, because we all need confirmation, right, guys? We need confirmation throughout our day for us to move forward. If we don't have that confirmation from outside sources, can't be from us, unless you're talking to spirit, right? If you have that kind of connection with them, which I don't, right? It is all about for, again, because I have to do some of the work, right? Right? I've said this from the beginning, and I never understood it. When I would start seeing angel numbers, Spirit, I would say, Spirit, what does 111 mean? He'd say, Google it. Google it? Why do I got to Google it? You can tell me what it is. No, but you have to Google it. I'm like, why do I got to Google? I don't understand that. You can just tell me. Because, Bill, you have to do something for this process. I have to give some energy towards it, right? Well, guess what? Google's a good thing, right? So if you're getting confirmation from Spirit, God bless you. I don't get that much conversation. I don't get that much confirmation. I get it from the things they show me on my YouTube feed, on my, I'm telling you, YouTube feed, my Instagram feed is on fire with information, right? Money, move, money, move, money, move, money, move, right? It's all building, right? Because, and also, I didn't think this in the past, but I'm telling you, I'm all into it now. Again, Tammy Bracewell, Energy Blast. I joined the group. I'm telling you what, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Bingo. Right place, right time. They brought it to me at the exact time that they needed me to get into raising my vibration, raising my frequency, so that I can be prepared to move. So I can receive all these messages from Abraham Hicks and all this cool stuff on Instagram, right? Because it just continues to stay at a higher level of energy, right? Never before have I ever been this energetic, I don't know what you want to call it. High as a vibration, high frequency, never, right? And whenever I need to get myself back up there, it goes like that. It's easy. Never thought that would happen, right? Right? But I allowed. And how did I allow? From Tammy's energy group. Plain and simple, guys. I don't know how she does it, but God gave her something, and the knowledge and the understanding and the wisdom to follow through on this plan that she has. And Spirit will never bring me anything that's not going to benefit me, because their job is to benefit me, right? Your guides are too, right? Your guides are there first. You, no one else, you. So if you can allow them to help you by flowing, by allowing, hi Allison, right? They bring you all kinds of cool stuff, right? Right? So the Abraham Hicks things, watch them, okay? If you want something from Abraham Hicks, it's on YouTube, can't find it, send me a text. They're all on my, I watch all, at least one or two a day, right? Because they show up. They have hundreds, right? But the ones that show up on my feed are meant for me. And I'll look at it and I'll go, let's see. Let's see, do I feel like it? No, not right now. Now I'm starting to put it on my TV, right? Which enhances it. Lee came home last night and I was watching one. He was like, what is this? I'm like, it's Abraham Hicks. He goes, who? He had no idea. So we're going to school him in the process of this moving forward, right? Exactly. See? Because then he's going to get little bits and pieces of it. But he doesn't believe that stuff, a lot of stuff like that. So that's okay. Okay? I didn't either when I started this journey, so it's all good. Right? So when you see those on my Facebook page, watch them. Do something with them so you can watch them then, watch them later, whatever, right? Or go to my feed and it'll all be in there. All be in there too, okay? Because they mean something, okay? And if you see them, if they show up on your page, that means that you're supposed to see it, right? Don't take anything like, no, whatever, whatever. I did that twice with Tammy, okay? 2 times I did that with Tammy's Energy Blast at 111. 2 times, I don't know how many months it was, but I remember 2 times, and the 3rd time, she showed up on my iPad. It said bleep, like the announcement, right? Bleep, and all of a sudden, boom, her face was there. What the hell is that? Because they were like, okay, dummy, guess what? You blew it off. You blew it off twice. So I'm going to make her be in your face so you friggin' can't say, I didn't want to watch that. No, you're not going to do that. Why would you do that? When it shows up like that, it's a miracle, right? And it is kind of miracles, right? There are kind of, I know. Spirit has said, because we have an agenda and we need to get you there. But sometimes, Bill, you get in the way, which is true. In the past, I hadn't started the energy blast and things like that with Tammy yet, right? That's why they brought me the energy blast, see? So check into that if you want an invitation to your spiritual playground. That's the free group. Cool, okay? Send me a text, a message, whatever you want, and I will invite you. It goes to Tammy, she lets you come in. It's a private group, okay? Okay, and the pay for group, it's, for me, it is exactly what I need at the right time, okay? I found she always talks about, or she has talked about in the past, how you can pull your energy back. Because after I get done with a psychic fair, I am busted. Guys, I am busted, right? I think I did 19 readings on Saturday in 9 hours, okay? Didn't use the washroom, didn't go to the bathroom, didn't eat, I had the same gum in my mouth for 9 hours. How gross is that? But one after another, right? Just one after another. And I couldn't see 5 people, right? I felt bad. I believe one of them already booked for tomorrow at 5:30 because they took my card, which is cool, right? But understanding that I'm busted by the end of that day. I haven't eaten, I haven't any water. I'm about 210,000 feet in the air. My vibration is extremely high. I'm not really human. I'm driving home, trying to pay attention, and it's kind of like, okay, Bill, pay attention. Come on, Bill, pay attention. All I'm gonna do is get home. And she has this 11-minute, it's really, yeah, it's 11 minutes, but it's like a 7-minute long kind of a meditation, but it's not a meditation. I like the way she kind of talks you through things, and she kind of has you visualize and things like that. I'll bring your energy back from whatever you want to bring it back from. And this is cool because it actually goes back in like years, decades, bring all your energy back from what you expelled as a child and things like that, which I think is kind of freaking cool. I use it for pulling it back after a psychic fair. But she says if you do it every day for 30 days, you'll notice that your vibration stays high. And that's my goal. It's pretty high most of the time, unless it's with Bailey at 2 o'clock in the morning when he's riled up and doesn't know what he wants to do, and dementia has set in and he can't see, and he wants to go potty, but then he wants to eat, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, which frustrates me because I've got to sleep, right? Like everybody else. But he's more active at night than he is in the daytime. Right now he's fast asleep. He wakes up about 6 o'clock. So I want to keep my vibration as high as I can, right? And so it works. So that's one more piece of the puzzle for me that works. For those that are in the higher consciousness circle, I would say go and find that. If you want me to tell you where it's at, I will. It took me forever. It took me forever to try to find that piece of the puzzle. That piece, and it's kind of hidden. But if you're on there and you want me to let you know where it's at, we can go through to it together. That's the only way that I found it. Okay? So that's that. That hour went really fast. Someone booked a 4 o'clock appointment, guys, so I have to go, which is awesome, right? I mean, again, energy at work, right? So thank you for joining me today, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. There is more Bill Talks coming. Check out my YouTube channel, please. If you would subscribe to my channel, thank you. If you'll please go through and like my videos, okay? I'm trying to build confidence in the channel. I'm not gonna monetize it. I don't think I can monetize it yet, but it'd be great if I could monetize it with people's likes. So please, if you just go through on the page, and even if you don't watch the videos, kind of like the videos, that would be a bonus. The more I get, the better. It again, that energy moves me forward, and moves all of us forward, right? And maybe there's something there you want to watch. Okay, so namaste, everybody. Thank you very much. Got any questions? Call me, send me a text, 248-310-7689. I'll do that for everybody, okay? Still doing readings. I'm not doing a psychic fair this weekend. I am home all day Saturday. So if you want to have a conversation, book a reading, okay? BillHobart.com. I'll be in Jackson next weekend on Sunday for a full day. I think it's from 10 to 7, but it's a 9-hour day in Jacktown. So that's going to be crazy. I've already got 3 people pre-booked, which is awesome. But I'll be in Jackson all day from 10 to 7. Then I got to clean up and come back home, which is kind of a long drive, but it'll be worth it because I cannot wait to do a psychic fair in Jackson, my hometown. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you next week for Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3.